Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me for your general read for the month of August 2024. As always, please use your discernment and don't try and force a reading to fit with your situation, okay? So we are going to be taking a look into your finances and career, followed by your interpersonal relationships. And as always, only some of these messages are going to resonate for you, and the other messages could resonate for someone else, okay? Right, so your first message is, I am a leader, number 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. So this is saying that being a leader rather than a follower is what suits you best, okay, Sag? You've got incredible leadership skills, and you're very likely going to have an opportunity to utilize those leadership skills throughout this month, okay? At the bottom of the deck is number 111, I am creative. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so you can co-create with the universe a life you love. Okay, so this is saying that you're being divinely guided and protected at this time in order for you to create the lifestyle that you're wishing to create for yourself, okay? You're being given the green light here, basically. So whatever this is that you're trying to get off the ground, you're definitely being told that this is the optimal time for you to do that, okay? Right, let's take a look at your finances and career. You have finances and thank you. Nice. Gifts, honest work, and the future. Lovely. Okay. You're uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel that you're making rapid progress here when it comes down to your finances and career. This indicates that your work is going to be rewarded, okay? It also feels like you're getting a helping hand here as well from spirit, from the universe, to help give you that nudge along. Honest work, it's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. So with this one, this is saying that, look, it's okay for you to not be doing a job that is particularly what's it going to be these days, TikTok worthy type thing, but there's no shame in that at all. I mean, I think that's the major problem with social media as well. It sets a really bad precedence for everyone else, doesn't it? It's unrealistic expectations, basically. So with this one, your success is a process. So your success is going to take time, okay? It's not going to be an overnight success. So while you are making really good progress here with your finances and career, it's not going to happen overnight, is what they're saying, okay? And then the future, plan for the future while living in the present. You're always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. Interesting. So some of you perhaps needing to consider tapping more into your own gifts to do with the spiritual realm, spiritual work, and that is going to help you to increase on your finances. So being of service, but also also being paid to be of service to others, because everybody still needs to make a living. Everybody's still got bills to pay. A job is a job, okay? And whatever you do for your job, you should be paid for that. Okay, so I very much suspect here that I'm speaking to a very select group of Sagittarians who are considering or who currently are working within the spiritual community, and they've probably had to put up with all this bullshit about how they have to work for free because they're working within the spiritual community, and it's bullshit. It's total bullshit, okay? You will always find that it is those who are of privileged status within society that tells others that they have to work for free. Now, could you imagine being a lawyer or a solicitor or a cleaner or a teacher or any other profession on the planet? Could you imagine telling any of them that they have to work for free? It's not going to go down very well, is it? At the end of it all, whether you're working within the spiritual community or not, you're working a job. And that job, you need to be paid for your job. And Spirit's telling you here, yes, we will ensure that you are paid for your honest work. Okay? I see that happening quite a lot within the spiritual community, and it really does get my back up. Because everybody has bills to pay. This is the reality of living in modern day. Well, even going back a few hundred years ago, people still needed finances to survive, you know? Movement at the bottom of the deck. You will make good progress now, and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Now, whenever I see the horse symbology in tarot, it screams to me of power and endurance, okay? Horses are incredibly important animals. So important. Human civilization wouldn't be anywhere near as progressive as what they are today if it weren't for the horse and the dog to a large extent, but the horse first and foremost, okay? Human civilization has relied heavily upon horses, and they've not always been treated with the respect that they deserve. Okay, and I feel that that's a powerful metaphor for you guys. I feel that you're incredibly dedicated, hard workers, and I feel that that you have never really been fully appreciated or fully treated with the respect that you deserve, to be quite honest. Some of you here are doing quite a difficult job as well here for your career, or you're considering going into a type of career that is incredibly difficult, thankless almost. So Spirit's here to remind you that you are doing the right thing. You are taking on something that other people wouldn't necessarily be able to cope with, okay? And Spirit is going to basically guarantee that you are recompensed correctly for this particular work, for this particular job, okay? And again, the horses, the way that this one is illustrated in particular, it indicates freedom. Okay, so you have the freedom to choose what it is that you're going to put up with and what it is you're not going to put up with. Okay, right, so with that being said, we should start clarifying these energies for you guys and seeing if we can get further information on this. Can you tell us more for Sagittarius Collective's finances and career, please? Sagittarius. Can you please clarify this gifts energy, please? What are these new talents that Sagittarius is uncovering? And what are the gifts that they're coming into, please? What are the talents? Thank you. Okay, it's off balance. The King of Wands off balance. They are saying here for you to work on your confidence levels, okay? There is a bit of, that there's a lack of self-belief here with this King of Wands off center. It tells me that it's very likely that somebody was cruel to you in the past because you had certain gifts, because you had certain talents, and because of their cruelty towards you, it made you feel like you had to hide these gifts and talents in order to avoid this criticism, okay? Four of Coins, Three of Wands. Yeah. Regaining control here with the Four of Coins. Your Four of Coins also says that you are making gains financially and materially, okay? And then your Three of Wands is the preparation work that you've put in. It leads towards rapid growth and expansion, right? Now, you're getting told two things here that I've noticed. On one hand, you're being told that something is going to grow and expand and change at a rapid pace. And then you're being told here that something is not going to grow as quickly as what you would like it to. So because of these contradicting messages, I very much suspect that the vast majority of our Sagittarius collective is either currently working 2 jobs or is considering working a second job. Because you've got one area of your career is taking off super quick, but then the other area of your career is moving slowly, but it is still going to be incredibly successful. So that genuinely does make me think here that the vast majority of our Sagittarius are actually working on multiple projects, multiple careers at the same time. Okay, you could have a main job and then you could have like a project off on the side, which is more sort of spiritual leaning. So you could have like your traditional 9-to-5 type job that goes on during the day, and then in the evening you work on like your more sort of spiritual profession, okay? And I feel that's the one that you're being told, look, as long as you stick with it, as long as you show endurance towards that, it is actually going to grow. And yes, there will be times where you're not appreciated for what it is that you do, but please do be rest assured that Spirit, the universe, does appreciate what it is that you do within the spiritual realms, within the spiritual community, okay? It is being appreciated, definitely. All right, so that's why you got these two conflicting messages here, just in case anyone's sitting there going, that's a contradiction, though. Well, it's obvious that there are two different streams of energy here that Spirit's referencing, okay, for certain. So, yes. You've got success coming in here, and they're saying that they would very much like it for you to be more confident in your own gifts, your own talents, and your own abilities. You have every reason to be more confident in yourself here, okay? And they're saying as well that it's a crying shame that you're not more confident in that. Can you clarify this? Thank you. Honest work. Clarified with the 9 of Wands and the Magician. Yes, the Alchemist. The Alchemist very much coming through to the forefront. Your 9 of Wands literally says for you to believe in yourself and to have the courage to continue, even when things are looking a bit rough, okay? See how he's got that bandage right there on his head? It shows that the journey has been difficult. The journey has quite possibly pushed you to your limits. You could be on the verge of basically giving up here with this Nine of Wands, and Spirit's trying to encourage you. No, persevere. It's going to be worth it. Definitely persevere, okay? You can and you will reach your goals. You will reach your destination, okay? Whatever that destination is that you have in your mind's eye, you will reach that particular destination. That bit is going to take time. It does take self-confidence, because you need to have self-belief and self-confidence in order to be fully in that magician energy, okay? Because when you think about it, the magician is the manifester. You've got to be really focused on what it is that you're doing, on what it is that you're creating. Also as well, the magician, in the context of finances and career, it's actually someone who is incredible at what it is that they do, like an actual magician. If you consider this as an example, say a builder, okay, a master builder is going to be an absolute fucking magician at what it is that they do. You know, they can turn this pile of unassuming bricks into the most beautiful building you have ever seen in your life. You know, that there is a certain magic to that, isn't it? That there is a lot of skill, a lot of talent, a lot of experience that goes behind that. All of that is encompassed within the magician energy, okay? So, yeah, definitely do take that on board, that you have the skills required. You have the creative power that is required. You're very good at being adaptable to your situation, to new circumstances, okay? So again, that confidence within you, I feel that lack of confidence within you, I should say, is really what's holding you back at this point in time, okay? Right, can you clarify the future for Sag, please? The Queen of Coins, yeah. Consider on, in fact, they're being really specific here. Consider on where it is you would like to be in 4 years' time. Okay, consider where it is you would like to be in terms of financial wealth, in terms of self-growth, in terms of stability and security. In 4 years' time, where do you imagine yourself, and what steps can you start taking right now to get to that point? Okay. Queen of Coins energy literally says for you to focus on your home, your family, your success, your abundance, okay? This is long-term stability. This is being very, very practical. So it's time here for you to put the practical steps forward towards your future, okay? Can you clarify this movement for Sag's finances? Thank you. Oh, okay. The moon in reverse. Do you know what? I'm actually glad that moon decided to come out in the reverse position. And you would have seen that yourself as well. I like to let the cards fall where they may, okay? It's really important, the orientation of the cards. It was undecided as it was coming out. You know, there was a bit of a struggle there. You could see that. And again, that's really powerful metaphor for the type of energy that you guys are in right now. Yes, times are hard, times are trying, times are very uncertain, and it has absolutely affected your ability to make worthwhile decisions towards your own future, because as we all know, when times are that uncertain, how can you possibly build anything on that uncertainty? It just doesn't work. That's where you're going to get the Tower energy that comes in, right? Nobody can make solid decisions for their future within uncertain times. It just doesn't work. So that's why that card there was so weird, the way that it came out of the deck, okay? Now the moon deciding to actually settle on the reversed position is fantastic, because this indicates that there is going to be clarity that comes through for you guys, so you will be able to make solid decisions towards a solid future. You will be able to finally start moving your career in the direction that you're wanting it to go in. Okay, you're no longer going to be putting up with any of this instability, insecurity. You know, you've got truth here as well with the moon in reverse. You've got certainty and clarity here with the moon in reverse. It's basically it's the moon going back to bed, which allows the sun to come back out again. Okay, that's what it means when the moon's in reverse. It also indicates that either you're currently facing your fears right now, or you very soon will be facing your fears when it pertains to your finances and career. And you're going to realize that you're good, that you're okay, you know. And for the vast majority of you, you're actually doing better than okay. You're doing a lot better than you thought you were doing anyway. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Coins. This is kindness, fairness, balance, and equality. This one says sharing your success builds more success. So you're probably going to be influencing others on how they themselves can travel the path that you're currently traveling. So you see, in just a very few short years' time, Sagittarius, the path that you're currently on is going to be a part of your past. And so you're going to be able to influence others on how they can traverse the difficult path that they're now on, that you once were on. Okay? So that's what I get with this particular Six of Coins. So with that being said, I'm going to pull you some healing and guidance for your finances and career. And then we're going to move on to your interpersonal relationships read, okay? Healing and guidance for Sagittarius, please, for their finances and career. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so you've got the koi fish spirit, and this one says there is always enough. Okay, so let me just get you the book. It's number 36, if anyone is into their numerology. Okay, there is always enough. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of the temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance that you need. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention. No matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Yeah. So, classic example of that, I'm just going to quickly give you a personal example there that happened to just me last night. I don't know if many people know, but I've started growing our own food just to see if it was possible in the place that we're at. So, you know, I just threw in a whole bunch of seeds, not really expecting much of anything. The plants are growing. It's, you know, things seem to be going good, except for the usual bugs and whatnot. I've gone out there last night to bring in the washing and to close the temporary greenhouse. It's just one of these, like, plasticky greenhouses where you've got to open the door every morning and close it again every night. Randomly caught sight of one of the pea plants, and the peas were all ready to be harvested when they were just checked the day before, and they were nowhere near ready. So somehow within the past 24 hours these pea pods had basically expanded and ripened. So I brought in a whole massive bowl of these little petit pois peas. So yeah, that's what they're saying with that one. Look, no matter how small your pond may seem, So our garden is absolutely teeny weeny tiny, right? Like ridiculously tiny. Your living room is probably bigger than what our garden is, because it's like it was built right after the Second World War, and gardens were not prioritized then, and all the houses were built on the cheap, right? Appreciate the abundance wherever you see it. Do you know what I mean? That harvest was an abundant harvest, even though there's going to be a farmer down the road who would have laughed at the pathetic tiny wee harvest. We were like, oh my God, there's so much, there's loads, where other people would have looked at that bowl and scoffed and gone, huh, pathetic. Do you know what I mean? So it's like your perception is everything. Your perception of what abundance actually is absolutely everything, okay? Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity, so begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Yeah, absolutely. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is so much you can create and much that you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are. For the koi fish spirit wants you to know that you're exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that the outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. Are you feeling a sense of scarcity, afraid that you will not have enough or not be enough to meet the challenges that you face? Whatever your outer conditions, they are temporary and reflecting what was sent forth in the past. Koi fish spirit is your ally in changing those conditions by transforming your inner beliefs about scarcity and plenty. Perhaps you have suffered a loss, or you're afraid that you soon will, or you've been scraping by and feeling that there are simply no opportunities available for you to better your circumstances. Koi fish asks you to find prosperity within you by connecting to Spirit through spiritual practices. Spirit wants to remind you that your natural state is one of abundance. Remember that all you have to offer so that you can generate your own opportunities, love relationships, and even more. Even if you feel that you have little to give right now, find it within you to give to someone else, even if it's just a few encouraging words, a smile, or a helping hand. Your action will remind you that you have more than it appears. You have more gifts, more strength, more wisdom, more abundance. As you give to others, your sense of prosperity grows and your outer conditions begin to shift in an alchemical reaction. Prosperity and love are yours to receive, experience, and enjoy. Believe it. Yeah, that's literally describing that magician energy, like straight off. Okay. Right, so with that being said, what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to clear up this table so that I've got space to work, and then we're going to start looking at your interpersonal relationships reads, okay? And we're going to start this by using the Tea Leaf Oracle. I will show you, it is the full deck in its entirety, okay? So nothing's been rigged. These are all messages legit for you guys. Right, let's see, okay. Interesting orientation of these cards as well. Okay, that one was more like that. Okay, fair women off center, dealings or relationship with the women with blonde, grey or white hair. The eye also off center, but facing this fair woman energy. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. And then the whale, also off center, but more or less in the reversed position. A great worry over nothing. Okay, so that's quite a damaging energy, right? Let's touch upon this one first, because this one, it feels really, really important. So when we worry over something that hasn't happened yet, it can potentially cause trauma. It sounds strange to say it, right? When you worry over something that hasn't happened yet, you can cause yourself trauma. It can also cause you to not take the necessary risks in life that you're needing to take in order to progress and move forward. Because that fear that accompanies the worry over something that's not even happened yet, it can be incredibly limiting and paralyzing. Okay? So this one needs to be looked at in a way that isn't going to cause crippling anxieties about having to make a decision. I think I should start clarifying this energy, because we've got to find out more. We've got to find out more. Okay, why is this fair women energy off center here, please, for our Sagittarius collective? So that could be a description of you, or that could be a description of the person that you're dealing with here. Also as well, I do need to say, with this being interpersonal relationships, it doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. Okay, it's just any relationship or any connection that you have with any other individual. What's going on with this fair women for our Sagittarius collective? The Seven of Cups, confusion. Okay, Three of Cups off center. Right, so there's confusion here. It feels like somebody is probably wanting to have some kind of reconciliation here with you guys, and there is confusion that they have surrounding that. They could be seeking out tarot readings here on you to see if they're going to be able to reconcile with you. Okay. So it's almost as if they are consulting the spiritual realm here for some kind of guidance as to whether or not reaching out and contacting you is going to be the wise thing to do here. Was this Seven of Cups, please? Thank you. Nine of Cups, yeah, wish fulfillment, happiness, a lot of emotions going on. All three of these cards is Cups energy. All three of them. So, yeah, this is a love situation here. Okay. It's indicating to me, Sagittarius, that this individual cares very, very deeply for you here. What's this psychic ability with the eye? Thank you. The Two of Wands. Okay. Making a decision here. Five of Wands off center. Interesting how you've got all this water energy and then you've got all this fire energy coming out. And yes, you are a fire sign. So you've got feelings and emotions followed up by actions. So someone here, Sagittarius, is deliberating within as to whether or not they should take action on how they feel towards you. They seem to be very confused about something here to do with you. Okay. What's this Five of Wands? Thank you. Ooh. Ten of Coins, Ten of Cups, back to back. I'm on the wrong camera. There you go. Back to back with the Hermit. Okay. I'm getting the message here, Sagittarius, that you mean absolutely everything here to this person. There might well have been some kind of disagreement here, some argument here, that this individual is wanting to reconcile with you over. Okay? This person is realizing that you're literally their everything. You're their home, you're their safety. Was this whale in the reversed position, please? Thank you. The devil. A great worry over nothing to do with the devil. Okay, tell us more about the devil. Thank you. A 5 of Cups off center. It's like, this is showing me that something might well have been blown out of proportion. Sagittarius, I'm getting the impression that this individual who's shown out in your energy thinks about things far too much to the point where they start making assumptions instead of just asking you straight. Okay, because you've got the devil energy, which is really, really unhealthy. It's the traps that bind you, the chains that bind you, and then it's the 5 of Cups off center to clarify a situation that's not happened yet. Do you know what I mean? So I feel that this person, instead of just asking you a question directly, they've gone off in their own head, and it's like they're imagining all of these different things about you rejecting them, but it's not even happened yet. That's why this energy is so confusing, because this person is basically imagining the worst case scenario. If they were to just be honest with you about how they feel towards you, that they're just imagining the worst case scenario, they're jumping to conclusions here, and that's really not healthy. Because all of this could be resolved really, really quickly through just being honest and through communication. You've got the star energy at the bottom of the deck. So you've got Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Aries. That's quite dominant in this read. Okay. I mean, obviously, you could be dealing with anybody of any sign, but that's just the dominant energies. But basically, Sag, I'm getting this message as this person who's in your energy, in your interpersonal relationships, has assumed that you're mad at them. They have assumed that you're not speaking to them. They have assumed that you don't like them. You know, and it's like, where have their assumptions come from? Because your first card out right here was the 7 of Cups, which tells me that their assumptions are not built upon anything that's real. It's not built upon anything that's tangible. And that's a real problem. That's a real problem, because you're Sagittarius. You're very forthright. You're very direct. You do not like when people just make assumptions, especially not when they make assumptions about you. That can get you really quite annoyed quite quickly. So this is not the type of connection where, you know, there's been a huge bust up between yous. Okay, this feels like someone new. Okay, it feels like a new energy, a new individual, and they're sitting there basically hypothesizing, trying to get readings done on you as well, and just trying to basically it's strange to me why this would be coming out in your read, to be completely honest. It's very, very, very confusing energy. And the more assumptions that this person makes, and they are definitely making some kind of assumption here, the more they're actually hurting themselves, the more they're actually risking ever actually getting close to you. Do you know what I mean? Because if they keep doing that, then they're not going to give you a chance. They're not going to give the connection a chance, or the relationship a chance, the friendship, whatever this is about. All built upon their own assumptions, which is quite ridiculous and unnecessary. Really, really unnecessary. See with that 5 of Wands there as well. That's unnecessary energy. And with it being off center. You know, it's like causing drama that you know, it's baseless. It's baseless drama. And when you consider as well, with these 2 tens right here, this situation, this connection, could actually really go places. If only they would stop making assumptions, it could actually go places. Okay. What else can you tell us for Sagittarius, please? What else can you tell us for Sag? Thank you. Okay, Musashi said there is timing in everything. Timing in strategy cannot be mastered without a great deal of practice. Meaning, time is priceless. Once you've lost it, you can never get it back. Time is limited, so don't waste it. Don't procrastinate. No one knows how much time they have left, so take time to learn and practice. Time heals. Learn to manage your time, and remember the only time you have is the present. Yeah, I would say that that's guidance for this individual here who's sitting there making assumptions about you. Okay. Musashi said perception is strong and sight is weak. Meaning, read between the lines. Simply having eyes and ears does not guarantee that you can see and hear. Perceptive people can see more than others, just as a good listener can absorb more from a conversation than those simply waiting for another turn to speak. Yeah, developing your perception will help you read between the lines, work out other people's motivations, and discern what's really going on around you. Yeah, be the observer. Read between the lines when you're dealing with this person. Okay. Musashi said, meet the situation without tenseness, yet not recklessly. Your spirit settled, yet unbiased. An elevated spirit is weak, and a low spirit is weak. Do not let the enemy see your spirit. Meaning, be determined, though calm. Okay, Musashi's philosophy is one of self-reliance, inner calm, acceptance and discipline. In any confrontation, humans are affected by their fight or flight hormone. As anger and fear share the same arousal, attacking or running away will raise their heart rate and skew their judgment. For Musashi, it is essential to avoid this, to remain alert, but calm and on course. Yeah. So panicking or freaking out is quite possibly going to be the worst thing that someone can do right now. I feel that that's actually this other person here who's panicking and freaking out, because they're the one that is jumping to all these kinds of conclusions about what's going on for you, what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you might do, you know. And it's like they're kind of freaking themselves out and winding themselves up here, and making the situation far worse for themselves than it actually needs to be. Okay, so your focus is to get your heart and mind in union with each other, okay? Harmony of heart, which is joy and vision, with your mind, which is plan and action. Faster manifestation and highest vibration. So your focus is to make sure that your heart and mind are on the same page as each other. Trying too hard, force creates resistance. Let go and watch it flow. Rest, be light-hearted, and burnout. Yeah, so definitely avoid any kinds of burnout at this point in time. If you try and force something to happen, Sag, you will just end up exhausting yourself and not getting anywhere, okay? So that's like surrender and release control. And also your focus is on the highest expression of yourself, okay? Fulfilling your life purpose, soul contract, destiny, co-creating with the universe, bliss, and knowing your worth. Yeah, don't drop your standards for anybody. And then, of course, you've got the future you now. You're already that person, deserving. You have arrived, bucket list, and achieving your dreams. Yeah, so they say for you to imagine and genuinely feel like your success, the thing that you're trying to manifest, has already happened, okay? Let's pull you a forest friends. What else do you need to tell Sag, please? Wow. The mystical fox, look within, calm your mind and listen to your inner voice. What is it trying to tell you? Yeah, what is it your own intuition is trying to tell you? What is it that your dreams are trying to tell you at this point? And you've got the bear embrace, comfort. Bear hugs are the best kind of hugs. Hug a loved one today. I like that one. It's very cute. Okay. What else for Sag, please? Also, I do need to give the warning that this is one of the swearing decks. So if you're sensitive to swearing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? Right, if you wish to succeed, you must brave the risk of failure, because people who make shit happen, they don't wait for shit to happen, but they do some shit about it. Yeah, it's time to get proactive in your own life. And if you want to soar, climb that mountain, run faster than you have ever ran, you need to get rid of all the shit that weighs you down. Yeah, so what is it that's weighing you down at this time, and can you put it down? Okay, so yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.